with Tim, the piano doctor. I'm Tim. Today we've got a Kawai grand piano. It's a C5. Yes, it's a C5. The piano itself is, how old is the piano? Do you know
Built
offhand?
in 84. No, or 80.
It was made in 80?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was made in 1980, so what does that make it? About 37 years old. It spent most of its time more in the Midwest, and a lot of times you end up with more rust on the strings, more oxidation happens on the strings, just because in the Midwest you're running your heat more, and heat runs more moisture into the air, as opposed to down south we run our air more, and AC takes the humidity out of the air. But that being said, it's almost a 7-foot piano. When you have that, what you're going to get are deeper bass notes. The longer a bass string is, the deeper the tones are. Think about a bass guitar. A bass guitar is always longer than a regular guitar, and it's longer to give you deeper tones. The longer the note is, the deeper the tone is, and that's why they stretch out pianos. At 7 feet long, this one's considered a semi-concert grand. At 9 feet long, that's a concert grand. That's as big as they make them. You can't get any longer than that because the sound waves and the physics of having a string that's over 9 feet long, it wouldn't work right. And so they figured this out years ago and only make them to 9 feet. But this piano I've taken care of for years. It's in really good condition. Lessons are given on it daily by Miss Ellen. She's the finest piano teacher in Aiken, South Carolina, which is where we are right now. Let me spin the camera around to Miss Ellen here. Let's see. There is Miss Ellen.
Hello.
She gives lessons every single day of the week, so just give her a call at
803-514-0028.
There you go. She's been teaching for a good number of years. Like I said, the piano itself was in St. Louis, was
Yes.
that right? It was in St. Louis. But now she's been at Aiken for a good number of years. So if you're looking for a good teacher in Aiken, give her a call, Miss Ellen. That being said, let's take apart the piano a little bit and just kind of see how this one looks on the insides. Again, this is the part in every video that I say, don't take apart your piano. They look like they come apart pretty easy. They do not. And they don't go back together very easy too. So do not take apart your piano. I see you looking at your grand piano over there. Don't take it apart. All right. I'll get this taken off though. Fall board out. Take the cheek blocks out. The cheek blocks are what holds the keyboard in place. And look at that. They look like Mickey Mouse ears. Being a Kawai, it's got certain things in it that are proprietary to Kawai. Let's see on the inside here. Cheek blocks out. See, once again, all right, so we talk about this in a lot of videos. So this is your key slip. It's just there for aesthetics, so you don't see the bottoms of the keys because it just doesn't look that good. Plus, it keep out the dust and dirt and stuff. But just look at it, think about it physically. It's just a long piece of wood. If you get any kind of heat or humidity in on a piano, this long piece of wood is going to bend and flex, and it goes right up against your keys, and it makes your keys stick. So, but being a Kawai and being ahead of the curve as Kawai has been on so many things, they took this key slip and they put a piece of metal on the back of it. And then they took that metal and they bent it 90 degrees, because if you bend metal 90 degrees, it doubles the strength of it. So they took this piece of metal, they turned it 90 degrees, and they stuck it on the back side of this key slip. And now all of a sudden, this long, straight piece of wood stays nice, long, straight. Look at this 3D. Stays nice, long, and straight coming at you. But the thing is, it'll never go up against your keys and make your keys stick, which is a fantastic thing. As a technician, I see sticking keys all the time. Okay, so let's take this out of here. Again, don't take apart your piano. Let me get you a little closer here. Okay. Don't take apart your piano. This is the part where you'll break it. Okay, so I'm going to slide this on out. All right. So here's everything inside of the piano. Let's get you a little closer so you can see this. Down. There you go. This is the 12,000 moving parts that are inside of a piano. To put it in perspective, there's about 15,000 in a car, so keep that in mind. Inside you've got all 88 hammers, obviously, but with hers, because she plays it so frequently given lessons, you're starting to get some of the indentations that we'd worked on a year ago. How long ago did we work on the hammers? 2 years ago?
I think it was about a year and a half or two.
Yeah. Starting to get some wear back in them, which means it's been being played quite a bit. One of the things up top here, I think you can probably see, is that they're seated just right. They're all where they're supposed to be. They're not hanging down. There's a thing called the hammer blow distance, which is how far from when the hammer is just sitting there, does it have to go up before it hits the string. These are all set perfect, which is nice. Of course, I got one or two that are up too high, but they're all sitting up off of the hammer rest, which is how you want it. Believe it or not, you'll feel it as you go through. If the hammer is sitting down on the rest, you won't. It just takes a little bit more pressure to get it to play, and you'll feel it. Inside the piano, though, everything else looks good. When you're playing a piano, slide this back in. When you're playing a piano, let's see if you can see the pedals. Slide this down here. All right, so this pedal right here, all right, this is the loud pedal. It lets everything ring out. The pedal over here is the soft pedal. The way that it's a soft pedal is because it shifts everything to the right-hand side. And because of that, you have 3 strings on a lot of notes. And because it shifts everything to the right-hand side, you only play 2 of the 3 strings. So as you shift over, you'll see the whole key bed will shift. So you just shift back and forth. And so it gives you the full sound and the soft pedal sound. A lot of people use the soft pedal. The pedal that nobody uses is the middle pedal. And I can tell you, I think there's been 3 pieces of sheet music written for the middle pedal. Oh, wait a minute. Miss Ellen disagrees. However, that'll be for another time now, won't it? But for Piano Guts 101, I'm Tim, the Piano Doctor. If you like this video, please check out more on our website, which is pianodoctorusa.com, pianodoctorusa.com. If you have any comments about this video, or you have a piano you'd like us to take a look at, please put it in the comment section that's below or to the side of the video. And if you'd like to reach me directly, text is always preferred, 706-833-4164. Thanks so much. Stay blessed.